Hallo Freunde der analogen Unterhaltung, willkommen zurück im Livestream. Nicht mehr mit Jan, sondern mit mir, Peat. Und auch ich bin nicht alleine, denn ich habe bei mir den Gast William von Gen X Games und er wird uns jetzt einfach mal zeigen mit ihrem neuen Spiel Covenant, worum es hier eigentlich geht. And we will switch to English because this will be pretty easy because you're not speaking German.
No.
So welcome to the stream and
Thank you very much.
What is Covenant?
Okay, let me explain you. Covenant is a game, it's a fast car game. We are trying to get the power and control our town.
Okay.
And we have been making some covenants with the dead. The problem is that the dead sometimes comes and takes its toll.
Ja,
it wants
die
it
Toten
back.
können manchmal ganz schön kriminell sein, ja.
Exactly. So at the beginning, we will have all of the people who are in the town. They are the families we are trying to influence to get the power, so we can become the owners of the town. And we will place all of the characters in the center. Depending on the number of players, there will be more or less, and then we will have special characters for 5 players.
Is the number of cards always the same? No, not the numbers.
Yes.
Do you play always with the same characters?
Exactly. You play with 28 characters, unless there is 5 players that you will add the cow and the farmer.
Okay.
Those are only for 5 players. Then you will give the same. There are 2 decks of characters, one that is put in the center and one that is given to each player.
Also man hat alle Karten, die in der Mitte liegen, auch auf der Hand.
Exactly.
So I'm just
Yes.
translating
So
it to German.
you will have it in your hand, and then the game, and you will also receive 1 objective cards. These cards give you an idea of
just would
to
show
get
it.
some extra points.
Denkt hier so ein bisschen. This is the extra card.
Exactly, this will give you, if at the end of the game you have 4 of these 6 possible cards, you will get 3 points.
Okay.
If you have that character, you will get 2 extra points.
Okay.
Also, this objective card serves as a way of giving you how the turn is going.
Okay.
Because it's hidden,
So
no
these
one
are
knows it.
The same ones, I think.
Exactly, they are
Okay.
different on how do you get points. You will look at this part and keep it hidden, and
Okay.
then you know how it should go. And then we can go how it should go, turn goes. First, you will choose one of your cards from your
Okay, I
hand.
can show these as well. Pretty awesome. So, Artwork ist wirklich mal sehr, sehr hübsch.
The artwork also, the cards are the same here in this deck, only here they don't have the ability that you get with when they play it. So the first thing you will do is choose 1 card and put it into your district. This is the district, this is the people who are with you at the end of the game,
Okay.
but you will
I
manage.
need to put it over here because
Exactly,
the camera
okay.
Also man hat so seinen eigenen Distrikt, den man dann sozusagen ausspielt. What happens if I play this card?
Okay, you will play it, and the first thing you will do is you will move the carriage. This will give it moves. He's moving around on the table,
Okay.
and when it ends in front of another player, then you can exchange cards from your district with cards from his district. Okay,
So it moves 1 slot per
exactly.
number
If
here,
he
so
was here,
player-wise.
I will go exactly
okay, so I
player-wise.
thought
The only
doesn't-
thing, it goes from player to player. The only thing is it starts in the center of the table.
Okay.
And the first move will be to you, to the first player.
okay.
And then from now on, it will go around clockwise. Okay, and that will come a little bit later in the. So you will move the carriage, then
Yeah.
you will do the ability. There are some characters that their ability is to give different points,
You can have some examples.
but other, for example, let you look at face down cards. You can look at the face down cards and see what is there without showing. You will others let you like make interchange cards. That's force everyone to give 1 card to the player to their left, and they will play that little ability
Okay.
and will give it the play.
And then after the ability?
You will have the inquest phase. Okay, you can look at 1 card. Okay.
So, ich nehme die mal weg.
And then you can pick up 1 card you are saying that is not the assassin. Normally you are trying to have your characters remove it. So for example, if this was like that and I look at it and say, okay, the port one is the same card right here, I will turn it up and put it in here. So we know that at the moment he's not the assassin.
Okay.
Okay, because only cards that remain in here are the assassin.
Okay.
If I look at another card and it's not still on any other player district, you leave it face up. It won't be the assassin, but it remains over there.
Okay.
Some abilities, this is not safe always because some abilities, for example, the forward can put 2 cards back, turn it face down. You can turn event cards that other player has put with their character. And this is the idea of the game.
Okay.
So I didn't explain you what happens at the end of the game, and then we can go back to the travel phase.
Yeah.
The game, you are trying to get points,
Yeah.
the most points. But the problem is when the game ends, the game will end when there are only 3 characters, and when no one has any card on their hands.
Okay.
And then we are looking who is the one who make the wrong covenant with the dead. Who is the assassin?
So how do we decide that?
We will show 3 cards. If there is more than one family present, we will see the order, and the people of the the family who has more people in these 3 cards will be the assassin. Or if not, we will use the order. In this case, the family blue will be first the assassin, then the cow, then the purple. Whoever has the assassin, like let's say that these were the 3 last cards. In this case, the assassin will be the green ones. Because they have 2 members on the last 3.
Man sieht hier, dass also die Grünen sozusagen 2 haben und
in that case, anyone who has either the mercenary or the minstrel in their district will be out of the game. They cannot get points in this round.
Okay, so
the rest are trying. So what we are trying to do through the game is to getting out our people who are in the districts, getting the people who give the most points, but also being sure that they are not the last remaining cards, that they are not the assassin.
So you play more than 1 round, because when 1 people is, how does the game end?
The game will end or when there are only 3 cards in the center, or when no one has any cards on their hand.
Okay, so the one with the assassin has lost automatically?
He doesn't get any points. We are playing for a certain number of points for the run and see how he gets. But the one who has the assassin will lose.
Okay, so we get a value of points we play for, and then we play the game as long as someone reaches the game.
Or we can play only 1 round and see who gets the most points of the ones who doesn't have the assassin.
How long will a generally game take with 4 players?
20-30 minutes. It's very fast. And at the first game's a little bit more because you have to get use of what the abilities do. But
it's how many players?
It's up to 5 players, 3 to 5.
3 to 5, 3 actually should be good.
Exactly.
And it's available at the fair currently?
Yes, we have it available at the fair. It will have, it has a suggested retail price of 25 euros, and it will cost 20 euros on
20
the fair.
Euros
we
on
have
the fair,
a special price
that's pretty nice.
for it, and that's the idea. So you are trying to manage your card, getting cards from, and that's why you wanted to interchange cards with other people, and get them the cards.
The travel phase is
when you
next player
pick at one. No, you move the carriage in the carriage phase, and then you will pick up in the travel phase.
Okay.
It's when you will change.
Is there a German rulebook?
No, the rulebook is in English, French, and Spanish at the moment.
Currently ist nur in Spanisch, Englisch und Französisch. Aber ich denke, wenn das jemand übersetzen kann, dann sollte das. You have plans for a translation?
Yes, we will upload the rules in our webpage.
But you not only got Covenant, you have something else.
Okay, we have some new games also presented. We have London After Midnight, which is the second part of a fast game we put the last year presented in the fair. This one can be combined or play it alone, and it's the same idea of game. It's a fast trick-taking game, we could say. Well, not trick-taking. You are playing cards and doing fast effects. It's 10-15 minutes game, fun. Cool. And you can combine the 2 sets, it will be different. And then we have...
I love the title of the next one. It looks something like Indiana Jones. So.
Exactly, it's Explorer of Lost Valley. Well, it's closer maybe more to David Quaterman or those kind of explorers. Right? Exactly. We are rich Englishmen, and we are...
Man kann hier mal kurz ein bisschen reinschauen. So what is the goal of the game? Because I see
the goal of the game is to try to find the best dinosaurs who will give you victory points at the end, which are the T-Rex heads. The only thing is that you are going in adventure, you could get hurt. So you won't be able always to hunt. This is the difficulty of getting a dinosaur. So each time you will have to decide if you keep on hunting, you can, or you stop your hand and decide this is my point, or you can even restart during the game and say, okay, I go back to my camp. I lost everything, but I get my full health, and you will. And it's also
quick
a
dice
fast
game,
game.
actually.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. And one that I'm most excited of.
Okay.
So it's Pixel Invaders.
Exactly. This is a pocket invader. It's, as you know, Pixel is now the fun.
The 8-bit is a new graphic style, yeah.
Exactly. Completely new is the finest.
Vintage is the new
Exactly. Now the 80s are the new thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there are a lot of people coming into. I like the boxes actually, because they are just opening pretty quick.
Okay, yes, it's a different kind of box, and the idea
Hier kann man aber auch gleich sagen, hier steht Spielhandbuch drauf. Das gibt es also auch in Deutsch.
Exactly, this one has. We tried to do a mix, but it's not so easy always to get translated.
Okay.
And you are playing with your dice. It's like how do I say? The machines you used to play when you were a kid, and this adventure you will be rolling and trying to get
Nimm mal die Detailkamera.
the other
Das sieht
player.
halt ziemlich lustig aus, weil man hier sozusagen diese lustigen Spielbretter hat, auf denen man spielt, und die sehen halt auch ziemlich cool aus. Passen also alle zum Grafikstil, und das sind hier die Aufkleber, die man dann sozusagen selbst auf diese lustigen Würfel. What is the game about?
Oh, well, you are facing your opponent like in the old games that you were facing the advancing enemies. In this case, each one has its own team of monsters, and you are trying to destroy the other one, rolling their.
So it's
abilities.
a one-on-one game.
Yes, this one is a one-on-one
Okay,
game.
I read about it. Can you play it solo? Is this correct? Or?
Yes, it has a version to play solo.
Okay.
The version for 4 players, but no it's solo one.
Okay. So there is no Solo Mode, aber da ist eine Variante für 4 Spieler dabei. Das heißt, dass man das auch sich zu viert bekriegen kann. Und alleine, wie gesagt, die Aufkleber sind schon ziemlich. Ja, dann sind wir, glaube ich, durch. I think we presented all the games you wanted to show. And thank you for being at the stream.
Thank you for your time, and let's.
Und wenn ihr noch Fragen habt, schreibt es im Chat. Vielleicht können wir sie nachträglich noch beantworten. Ansonsten machen wir auch wieder eine kleine Pause.